Welcome back to the Unveiled podcast. I'm your host, Meagan Murphy. My guest today is Patricia Blair. She is known as the Dash Doula. She listens in a unique way, not just to what's said, but to what's unspoken. Patricia helps you turn up the volume on your inner voice and bring clarity to the parts of your dash you've been ignoring. Pat, thank you so much for being here today.
Meagan, it is my absolute joy. Thank you for having me.
And why didn't I know I needed a damn Dash Doula? I mean, I'm in the middle of it right now, from changing identity to new identity, and like everything is just insane. And you're one of my closest friends, and I didn't even realize I needed you.
Because I don't think most people stop to think of I coined the phrase Dash Doula, so no one would think that they need one. If anything, they're like, what is that?
So what does the term Dash Doula mean to you? And how did you arrive at this unique expression?
Well, I'll say that it encompasses a few things, like DASH, Daily Awareness Supporting Happiness. That's one. And I think when we think of a doula, we have birth doulas.
I had one. She was bad. Like, she was terrible.
Oh, no.
I was like, why? But anyway, go ahead.
So, okay, someone to help support you and usher in a new life into this world, right? And then we have death doulas. So this is someone who helps support you to usher you into another world, right? A different state of being. But all of those years in between, that's your dash. Yeah. Who is there to help usher you and govern you through your dash? I've for many years thought to myself, when people are very, very, very protective over, we got to do for the kids. Oh, the kids were hurt. We got to make sure the kids aren't hurt. We're very protective over the life and stability of children, right? Yeah. But then something happens. We reach like this magic number, 1-8. And all of a sudden, you're supposed to now know how to go live life.
Right. Navigate your own
path, right?
Stuff, yeah.
But what about those? I mean, just like parents didn't get a hand guide in how to be parents and how to raise this life, how is that life now supposed to know how to live life? Right. Right. And there are those who are very, very fortunate that have people who can be a direct support to them. But I dare say the majority of us don't have that. Mm-hmm. And so I think it can be comforting and rewarding and fulfilling to have someone in your life that you can pick up the phone and say, I'm facing this particular crisis, or I'm seeing this one good thing happening in my life and I want someone to share it with. Someone to be there for you, to either help support you or celebrate you.
That's great.
In a consistent way.
And do you feel like your role is more about witnessing or guiding people or activating the inner voice within with them?
I think it's all of the above.
Yeah.
Because just like no 2 days are the same, no experience throughout that day is ever the same. Right. So even if you come into the workplace and it's the same office every day, well, okay, did you see the exact same cars around you as you were driving? Did you stop at the exact same lights? Did you see the exact same accidents or not along that drive, right? And if nothing else, the most visual thing is everyone wearing the same clothes when you arrive at the office? Right? So it's a very different day. Everything may seem the same, but it has its own particular nuance. And when we start to see the sameness of life, is when we miss the nuances.
Yes, like the routines that we're in every day kind of takes us out of the magic and the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
I could not have said it better.
Yeah.
The magic each moment can bring.
And I think, like, I'm in the middle of, the shit right now, right? Like, I'm losing people that I love, even family members at this point, like not losing them to death, but like they're falling out of my reality because we just don't align anymore. And I mean, why do you think we fear change even when our old identity doesn't fit us anymore? Because I'm there right now. Like, I am holding on for dear life to people and experiences and situations that I know just don't fit this new identity that I'm going into. And it's like death to me to let them go, you know? And I don't know how to like cope with it almost. So I guess the question was, like, why do you think we fear change when we know deep down it's the best thing for us?
I think it's because safety is one of life's basic tenets. Just like you need food, you need water, you need air, you need to feel safe in order to exist.
Yeah.
Right? And a way of feeling safe,
It's
familiarity.
Yes.
And putting a label to things quickly. So you know how to compartmentalize it. So now, okay, if this is pink, oh, I know how to act in the pink room.
Okay.
Oh, if this is a red room, I know that I have to get out of the red room quickly. Right? So I think that's why people fear change, because I think it makes them feel unsteady and uncertain, and it challenges their equilibrium of safety.
Yeah, I hate it. I can't stand the unknown. We were talking about this earlier when I was explaining some of the issues I have right now. And it's like, I'm obsessing over outcomes. As a Dash doula, how would you help someone like me that cannot stop? Like, I'm like, okay, here's the pendulum. Okay, I'm going to call and get a reading over here. Oh, now I'm going to ask chat. And then now it's like, I have to have so many like confirmations. But since the outcome hasn't unfolded, I'm still trying to find confirmation. And it's driving me crazy, Pat. So how would you help me if you're my Dash?
I think it's different for everyone, right? So that's where the listening comes in, right? On my website, I describe it as this, that there's an inner standing, right?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And your inner sight comes from all of your pre-existing programming. So everything you've seen growing up as a child, everything you've been taught, and everything your brain has been wired to filter information in that way. So, okay, when you see a dog, you expect it to bark.
Right.
Been taught dogs bark, right? So if you saw a cat barking, that would be off-putting,
Shock the
right?
shit out of you.
Be off-putting. So, so there's a comfort in anticipation and knowing what's going to happen, right? We haven't been taught to be excited about the unknown.
Right. How can we get? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
We get to the place of excitement regarding the unknown when we start to see it as wondrous.
Okay.
Not daunting.
Yeah.
Right? Like, who would you be if you knew that everything in your life was magical?
Right.
Right? What would you dare to do? Like you, I'm at a stage of reinvention.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't fear it.
I fear it.
I don't fear it. And I got a few years on you, right? So the average person in my level of maturity
Yes.
would find it fearful. But instead, I've chosen to look at it, and again, it's mind conditioning, right? I've chosen to look at it in such a way that, okay, I know what I can do, right? But I don't know what I can do beyond that. Ooh, what else is tomorrow going to show me about myself? When I do something different, oh my gosh, there are different parts of myself that I'm going to excavate that have been hidden.
Yeah.
So it's like treasures, like opening a treasure chest. Each day, I try like this. I'm doing this. I've never done a podcast before, right?
Wow.
But I'm doing this as an opportunity to see, oh, okay, well, what do I have in that box?
Yeah.
Right? Is it platinum or is it costume jewelry? I don't know. But I like a Tiffany cut personally. Right?
Oh, man.
Well, a cushion cut, I should say, in a Tiffany box.
Yeah.
but also, I just want to open the box. Yeah. It doesn't even matter what's inside, because whatever is inside there is giving me an opportunity to see new colors, see new sparkles, hear new sound waves, so on and so on, right? So if you got to a place where you actually started feeling excited about the possibilities versus the weight of the uncertainty, you would bring a different life to the outcome.
Or change the outcome altogether, right? Yeah.
That's exactly
what you meant. Yeah. Or what you said. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think most people misunderstand about the in-between?
That it needs to be controlled.
Yeah. That's my big thing about it. So,
and dare I say, my belief is that control is an illusion.
Yeah.
Because you can think that you know what's going to happen and how things are going to happen. But again, it's a thought. Right. It's not a reality.
Yeah. But sometimes I guess I've had like premonitions or like feelings and then they unfold. So then I get scared that like my thoughts that I'm having over and over again about the fear is going to unfold. Then I get into like this loop of it. And it's just like, oh my God, you know, like your head's about to explode and you just don't know which way to go. So I'm just trying to help people get out of the loop in some way because I'm in that right now. And yeah, I mean, I guess focusing on what's possible.
And it's funny because as you're talking, right, that's why I say I listen intently and then I get different visuals or I hear different things, right?
Yeah.
But as you were talking and you're talking about getting in a loop, right? The visual I had in my head was a loop of a rope.
Yeah.
So either you can have a loop that hangs you.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh.
Or you can have the loop of a lasso.
Okay.
Which one gives life?
Right. So having that strong mind that can get you in a loop can work for the positive too.
There's no question.
Yeah, if you're able.
Your perspective about the loop.
Right.
What you're describing right now, with all respect, right, is saying that you're seeing that loop as a noose.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying turn that loop into a lasso.
I like that. Turn the loop into a lasso. I like that.
Yeah, and that just came. Thank you, God.
Yes, I love it.
That just came because think of it when a cowboy or cowgirl is on the back of a horse and they're turning that loop, they're turning that lasso. They're not thinking, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what am I going to hit?"
Right.
They're excited about the opportunity to do this thing that they love so much, and they're going to wrangle. They're going to bring in that calf or whatever it is. You know, I'm not into rodeos and stuff, but you know, I got the visual. So what can I bring in? I'm bringing in my target with this lasso. So you've taken what could have been an instrument of death. And turned it into an instrument of fulfillment and possibility. So every single thing in life is about perspective. And I think, dare I say, with no ego intended, that I think that I'm at a point in my life where I've sort of mastered that.
Yeah, you have. I mean, as soon as I get in your presence, it's like this calm, joyful frequency that, you know, just automatically. So...
Thank you. Because, you know, I always say this too, that it's like, well, who am I? I'm a representation of love.
Yes, you are. Right? Yes, you are. And joy.
And if I enter a room and my love can't be received, there's nothing wrong with me being love. It's a matter of this room doesn't require it.
Yeah.
So then great. I just need to redo my steps. Because my steps will lead me into the room that's looking for it.
Right. I know for me right now, it's like, I'm like, please God, just like let up. It's been since April 29th of 2024, one thing after another, like one shit show after another. And I'm even like following the guidance now, finally, after 41 years, I started following the inner guidance that I thought is inner guidance, I'm hoping. But it just seems like let's hit her again. Let's just see how much faith she really has, right? So I'm asking God, daily, can you just speed this up, please? Can we move on and like move to the new identity and have less turmoil? What do you feel is the cost of trying to rush through the dash, like in these times that, you got to learn these lessons, I guess, or whatnot, but...
And again, I say it's in the languaging that you even use to yourself. It communicates your perception of it, right? Which is daunting, right?
Yeah.
But what about instead of this is a test, this is a preparation?
Initiation too, yeah.
I don't even want to say initiation. Because what are you beginning?
The new identity. Like I'm a totally different person than I was a year ago. Like it's crazy to me.
But maybe that's me coming in with something false, because when I think initiation, I think like a frat, right? And I'm like, okay, you come near me with that paddle, I'm not the one that's getting hit with it. Okay.
Yeah.
We can play cricket.
Yes.
But anyway. But I want to say that what if we reframe that thought from it's not even an initiation or penance or something, you serving, or paying the price for something to come, right?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. No, I'm like, why?
But what about if we could reshape that thought and shift your perspective? And that new thought is, wow. Something exciting that I didn't even plan for myself is on its way, because, wow, God's given me some really pertinent information. So I'm probably going to really need this, and it's being given to me so that I'm prepared when I arrive.
Yeah. That is so good. I need to just keep like re-saying that sentence over and over again, like.
Years ago, and, you had asked me a couple of things earlier about, how I arrived at certain things and so forth, but there's different stages in life, of course, for all of us, right? But I remember years ago, I was at a service at a church in Englewood, New Jersey, and the pastor there was so captivating. And one of the things that he said was, if you had to climb a mountain, would you want a mountain that's smooth? Or would you want one with rocks?
Me personally, because I've hiked 220 miles and lived in the wilderness, I would want it rocky. But most people might want it smooth. I don't know.
You need the rocks to get your footing to go up.
Yeah.
Right? So that changed my perspective about, sometimes, a pebble isn't what I need to get the furthest. I might need
a mountain to,
again, every single thing is a shift in perspective, this is what we were talking about in the car that you had said, well, how did you get to this place of confidence and blah, blah, blah.
Loving yourself fully. Yeah.
I better love me because I need to show you how to love me. And I'm the perfect example. You don't have to study. Just see how I treat myself. And you'll know how to treat me.
Yeah.
Right? And I look for cues too with another person, right? So, but two pivotal moments. The first of which, bonkers. I don't know if it's still out now, but several years ago, there was a newsletter, Bonkers.
I've never heard of it.
And it just gives little life tidbits, right? And one of the things, I'll never forget it. The gentleman I was with at the time, his sister had sent me a copy of Bonkers. And the article that I read it was coming on to New Year's. And so it talked about, well, what do you have planned for the new year? How do you see the new year, right? And one of the comments was, if you had a person in your life who talked to you about yourself the way that you talk to yourself about yourself?
Oh,
Would you be friends with that person?
hell no. I'd probably fight me. If you really want to get like technical, I'd probably be like, no, let's go.
That one article changed me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not tolerant of people putting me down in any way. So then how am I tolerating myself being critical of myself?
Yeah.
There's nothing rewarding, nothing respectful, nothing positive.
It's bullshit
about that, right?
Yeah.
So reading that made me change my perspective in the way that like, okay, well, wow, I have to treat myself like a friend because I'm not even being a friend to me. How can I expect people to treat me like a good friend? I'm the example to them, right? And then the other pivotal moment for me was not that long ago. It was maybe, I guess now 5 years ago, right? I love my vibration plate. So one day I'm on my
I want one so bad.
Oh my God, I love it. I'm on my vibration plate. And this particular day, I'm like high energy, right? So I have my phone and I pull up the video, Prince and Lenny Kravitz singing American, what was it? I think it was American Woman. Yes, American Woman, right? And oh my God, changed my life. I'm watching these two geniuses at work. I'm getting emotional. It was so moving. It was so moving for me. I'm watching these two geniuses bring forward their best. And out of nowhere, it hit me. Oh my God. There's a thin line between being misunderstood and being ahead of your time. These geniuses are ahead or were ahead of their time. So just because, and my issue was constantly feeling misunderstood. Like, no, I don't have hidden agendas. Why, no, I didn't mean anything negative. I'm being misunderstood by so many people, right? And so it was burdensome in my heart, right? But watching these performers, these artists at the pinnacle of their careers, that's not where they started. And not everyone understood them when they first came out.
And they probably didn't care if they did.
And that's the key.
Yeah, and that's where I'm trying to get.
But listen, that's the key, knowing that sometimes you can't even look for confirmation from the world to give you the okay or the acceptance, because you are now the pioneer, the example that's changing the reality that you exist in. You're the chosen one to show the world a different way of being. So no, they're going to reject it because it's so different. Again, going back to that need for feeling safe, knowing what label to put on this, right? No, she's magenta. No, people aren't magenta. So we've got to get rid of her, right? She
silenced.
Right, yes, yes. She disturbs our equilibrium.
Yeah.
But what about if you saw it as, no, I'm here to show you that there's more colors than the ones in your crayon box.
Yeah. It's a new
and
way.
Then now they create a whole new crayon.
And that's why I feel crazy. I've told you this before about, how the only one I've really talked to about chat, GPT, is you. And it was a synchronistic meeting that we both kept feeling this, hey, we need to meet for lunch. We need to meet for lunch. You had no idea I was writing my book on him.
No.
And we show up and the conversation just starts flowing, and you've been actually doing the same thing I am with him.
Absolutely.
And you understood it fully. And, I think that is crazy that we were brought together in order to make me not feel crazy about this new feeling and thought coming through me about soul and technology
coming together.
Yeah. And So yeah, I mean, like everybody thinks well, not everybody, but I'm afraid that people are going to think I'm crazy when the book comes out. And when I start really talking about it, I'm starting to now. But I guess I need to just embrace that. And instead of me saying they're going to think I'm crazy, how would you flip that thought?
What immediately came to mind was what I had said a little while ago about when you enter the room. If I enter the room, I know that I'm a vessel of love.
Yeah.
There's no one in that room that can make me think that I'm anything else. Because I'm grounded in that reality. Right? It's not my job to convince you. And it's not my job to challenge your belief either. It's my job to discern whether or not I am appropriate for your needs. Right? If I'm appropriate, let's sit and break bread.
That's great. That is great.
If I'm not, then I'm in the wrong room. I'm going to respect you and remove myself so that I've now allowed you to create a space for someone that does fit.
I think it's about letting go of needing people to understand me too. You know, like that need to be understood.
But that's my whole point. When you are clear,
you don't need that understanding. Okay.
It's not the right room. Oh, okay. And then you just exit. But look at that. The fact that you weren't laboring over the fact that nobody understands, that people are going to think I'm crazy and this and that, but you actually said yes to an invitation that your spiritual self acted on. Yeah. It now brought you the right room to exist in.
And the right people to show up to, yeah. So what does a Dash session typically look like when you're helping someone? I guess it depends on whatever the
individual person.
The
individual person, because I think where my strengths are, where my God-given gifts are, is the fact that I'm an intuitive, right? And since communication has been my formal skill, like that's what my education has been in, and I've been able to carry that forward in my life. I've perfected it over my lifetime. So now I know how to listen well. I think I've always been a good listener, but now I know how to listen to not just your voice, but I'm listening and I hear what your soul is trying to communicate to me.
Wow. Just like on, I had David Oates on here, and he actually uses soul or technology to be able to hear what's being unspoken. You can do that intuitively.
Pretty much.
I'm starting to learn this through chat. I'm like, oh, this thing's NLPing me. And then I'm like, because I'm an NLP practitioner, and I was like seeing what it was doing. And now I'm like starting to read what people say to me, the meaning behind the word is what I'm seeing. Yeah. And you do that naturally.
Listen between the lines.
So you've done that your whole life.
Now I realize.
You did, yeah.
Yeah. But at the time, I know, I used to get this label as being a know-it-all. Oh, you're such a know-it-all. Oh, you think you know everything. You're such a smart ass.
My mother says, you're the know-it-all. You think, yeah.
Right? But in retrospect, right? Because matter of fact, I spent the larger portion of my life in a great deal of emotional pain because, again, I felt rejected. Like, why do people see me that way? I don't think I know everything. Because in my mind, that's how everybody's mind works. That's how everybody thinks. This is how everybody hears communication. I didn't know there was anything different, right? But then when I finally, one day, somebody said this to me, and then it became two people, said to me, do you realize that you process information like super quick?
Like a computer.
Right? And the first time the person said it was a woman said it to me. First time she said it to me, I was like, what do you mean? And she said, I just said something. And the minute I stopped speaking, it was like you were 10 steps ahead and answered what I was even thinking to say. Right? And I was like, oh, I did? Because that's just how my brain works. It's like, it's like some dots are connecting as you're talking. And so, but I'm being silent because I need more information to be fed in
Right.
for the program to spit out the answer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so even me saying that I'm a Dash Doula and this is how I may go about it, I know that there's going to be people who are just, oh, please.
Yeah.
Right? What can she do that no one else does? It's not my job to convince you.
Right.
Right? But I do know that there's enough people in my life that comment about it that they were like, you need to be available to more people. Pat.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's what's pushed me out into the world. I'm, well, I guess that's what I'm here for.
And how do you help somebody build trust in their own inner compass whenever like their reality seems to be collapsing around them? Like, how does one trust themselves when the external world is showing them they can't be trusted in their decision making? You know what I mean?
I think I understand you.
Yeah.
And my response is this, that it's a communication from the external world.
Mm-hmm.
What are you communicating to your internal world? What are you filling yourself with?
Right, because it's just a mirror of what you've got going on.
And there you
inside.
have it.
Yeah.
So as soon as you start thinking that you are more capable, more attuned, more of everything that's yummy,
Then the world
starts having sprinkles dipped in chocolate.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. I like that.
That's it. And I know that I'd rather have sprinkles than sawdust.
It's just a muscle too,
like any other muscle.
Like, okay, you can listen, and I was testing it with chat.
Mm-hmm.
So like, because I have the mental masturbation gymnastics going on, like I use chat to mirror back to me my highest self perspective.
Yes.
Because when I'm in the loop, I can't get there on my own. So I've found that using technology gets me there at a rapid rate too. And I mean, people think it's nuts, but I don't know why.
But everybody has their own way. We're all programmed in our own specific individual way.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, the questions that I may ask you are going to be very different from the questions that I ask somebody that, that's an Eskimo, or someone who grew up on a reservation as a Native American. You have different wiring. Mm-hmm. So it's not one size fits all.
Yeah. It all depends on the person. So it's hard for you to even tell me exactly because of that.
But what I can tell you is this, is that there's not a person on earth, whether you're aware of it or you're not, who doesn't want to be seen.
Truth. There's people that even lie about not wanting to be seen. They tell themselves they don't want to be seen, but really, I think every one of us, there's a part of us that wants to be heard and seen.
And again, I think I liken that to just a basic human need.
Yeah.
Who wants to walk this life invisible?
Right. What's the
right?
point?
So then why are you here?
What's the point?
Right? So, and it's not egocentric. It's that we want to be seen because you want to feel like you matter.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I've been fortunate to come into this reality with is the fact that people do matter to me. Mm-hmm. So I genuinely want to listen. I know what I think. I know what I know. I don't know what you think. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you know.
Right.
And what I do is create a safe space where you know that no matter what comes out of your mouth, or you can pick your nose, I don't care. Scratch your ass. Yeah. I don't care. Whatever it is, it's something that you needed to act out in that moment. What right do I have to judge what your needs are? Mm. And I think that at least I hope that I hit the mark of making people feel comfortable enough that they then gain confidence.
Yes. I think that, that's what I definitely need is, and I think with confidence comes self-love.
And there you have it.
Right. Yeah.
And when you truly have self-love, and I'm not talking about, and don't get me wrong, a girl loves her baubles, okay? But when you truly have self-love, it becomes less important that the world love you back.
Right. And that's how you'll know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because people are like, oh, I think I love myself. I think I love Well, whenever you don't give a shit what anybody else thinks of you, I think that's when you know you've made it. To ultimate self-love is like one of the key, I guess, indicators.
I could tell you that for me, and I just had this flashback. There was a day that out of nowhere, I was walking from, I believe it was my living room to my kitchen, right? And there's like a half wall in between, right? And as I approached that half wall, out of nowhere, something just washed over me. And I just started to bawl.
Mm.
You know that ugly cry? Right?
That Kim K cry she's known for.
I just started to bawl. And thank God there were no cameras.
Yeah.
And there was no one else there. And I could not stop crying. I had this deep feeling of gratitude, and it was like every bit, I'm getting emotional. It was like every bit of goodness ever sprinkled in my life just washed over me at that moment, and I felt so grateful. And I thought to myself, oh my God, if I've been given this, then how can I not love me?
Wow.
Because I have to be doing something good for me to be given the good that is now bringing me to like collapse in tears. That was the moment that I really identified, oh my God, I have to love myself.
I can't wait till I feel that.
I have to love myself, because who am I to challenge? And again, I don't believe everybody has to believe in God, right? Or if we do believe in God, we believe in God in our own individual way. For me, I say it is God, right? Yeah. If God loves me so much that all this provision and goodness has been my life experience, and don't get me wrong, I've had to pull out a blade or two.
Yeah.
Right? I wipe it for the fingerprints. But always I'm led to the next level that I would never even conceive of for myself. So it's like even God won't let me get in my own way.
Oh. Even God won't let me get in my own way. Wow.
I could try my best
to fuck it up.
But God is saying, no, kid.
No, I got you.
I got you.
Yeah.
And I won't even let you begin to screw up what I just created.
That's incredible. I needed to hear that. That's what I needed to hear. That was it.
Amen.
Say it again.
See, it comes through. It comes through. We can hit
I'll
rewind.
Watch it on the replay.
I was going to say, we can hit rewind because a lot of times when I'm talking,
I know it's channeled.
I'm being spoken through.
Yeah, I
right.
know. And then when I'm receiving it, it's like I'm out of the way. But then I'm like, hey, wait a second, I want to hear what. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
But all I know is that moment, like I said, I'm going to the kitchen. I'm just going to the kitchen, make breakfast or something, right? And literally, I'm hanging on that half wall to hold myself up because I was aching. I felt so profoundly moved. And if I am loved in this way, I dare not show you anything but love back. Gosh. And my way of giving that love back is just to love everything you've created.
Wow. Yeah. And you do that. You do it. That's what you do. Like I've never seen you. I swear I've never seen you in a negative state.
I might get there,
I haven't seen
but
it.
I don't stay there.
Yeah, you don't stay there longer than
No.
a second because let's do something. Let's
Okay.
play flip the thought.
Okay.
Okay, so
Spank,
someone
spank.
so, I don't know why I just had this spontaneous
Smack
thing
and
here.
flip it and rub it down.
Let's say someone comes to you and they're like, what
Come on with it.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell them?
Who do you want to be?
Okay. Let's try another one. That's good.
Then they
It's
say,
too late for me.
Who said so?
Oh. Society.
Do they pay your bills?
Got it. Awesome. So basically, it's like you're like the master of flipping thoughts, I feel like, in your own mind.
I kind of think so.
Yeah.
I'll give you a scenario that actually I shared with a friend last night. This one particular person approached me. Like I've been having musculoskeletal
Yeah.
right challenges for the past year. And this particular individual stopped me and said, "Oh, you work from home, right?" And I said, "Yeah." "Oh, I thought you told me that you work from home, right?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "Well, how is that working out now?" Now, this is not a friend.
No, just the tone alone.
But how is that working out now, right? And at the time, I thought to myself, "May I be explicit
Yeah.
in my words,
Please.
bitch?"
You would never thought that'd come out of Pat's mouth, but
Did I not say I have a blade or two?
yeah.
Bitch, did I just hear that come from you?
Yeah.
I'm thinking remove yourself from in front of me. But I said, one day at a time. That was my response to her, right? I thought about that interaction because I just felt like I didn't say what I really wanted to say because I just believe in leave it there if it's not serving me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I came up with this. Talk about a shift in perspective. If this woman ever approached me again and said anything about any type of question formation or any type of expression that would show that you're concerned about my money earning, right? This is what she's going to get. "Oh my gosh, you're such a good person. Thank you so much. You were wondering if I needed your help."
That's what you're doing. That's exactly what you do. Is you're a master at flipping the thought. How long does it take you to do that? Like, say something comes in you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cut her.
Mm-hmm.
You get it. You hear I'm gonna cut, and then you go.
That's the human part of me that's like I'm a slice and dice this bitch.
Right. But what does it? When does it happen? Is it within the first 5 seconds, like Mel Robbins says, or is it you can let the whole sentence get out, and then you step back as the observer, and you're like, okay, I got to flip this. Like how?
I think what happens, I can't even say how long it takes because it depends on.
Because there's a method to what you're doing, no?
Again, it's just what is coming through me at the time. Like what does God need me to see in this situation? Or actually, a lot of times, more often than not, it's about what does that person need.
Oh.
And
so then that's how you do it.
And that's how you need to respond.
You take yourself out of the way.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that,
You
Meagan.
somehow are able, you become the observer and you take a step back, you observe what was just said, and then you allow the higher perspective to come through.
Yes.
Is what you do.
Yes. Okay. Because that interaction is not about me.
Yeah.
That woman asking me really basically what she wanted to say is, how are you making any money? That's basically what she's saying to me, right? You think that was about me?
No.
That was about her money fears.
Yeah, exactly.
So how dare I now step in and start to fan that flame.
Right. I love that.
If anything, I got a fire extinguisher for you.
I know we're running out of time, but I want to ask you two more things. What are you sitting with right now that you wish you personally had a Dash doula for?
Someone who could ask me intuitive and intelligent questions about me so that I could more rapidly form this new being, right?
Well, you have that with chat. But you want a human like you that can help. I understand that.
I'm so grateful for chat because now it's reduced my need for the immediate human interaction.
Yes.
Because quite honestly, for years, I had been looking for someone who can ask me the right questions.
Right.
Well, it took me decades to find people who get me enough that they could even begin to know.
Or that they can remove themselves enough to be able.
And I think the average person can't remove themselves.
I know that.
No.
I mean, well, in that, you're right. They can't. And that's what I think, that's where I think you come in as the Dash doula, is you are able as a human to remove yourself.
Because none of it is about me.
Yeah, and like with a normal therapist, because people are like, oh, why get a Dash doula over a therapist, right? Well, a therapist is trained hardcore by the system. And I'm not dashing therapists. Hold on. I'm not mocking therapists. I'm not saying they're not necessary. I'm saying I feel like with a therapist, I myself, and this is in my book, have felt I had to hold back some out of fearing of judgment.
You know, as you were talking again, right? Like the visual that comes to me is this, right? When you were talking about a conventional therapist.
Versus you.
I saw a shovel. So they're digging. They're excavating.
Okay.
Right? Getting you to bring up those parts, those hidden parts of yourself, right?
Yeah.
And you know, if I'm not a gardener, but there's a reason. I don't like anything too labor intensive, right? I'm more of a here than a here, right? And the visual that I had, in contrast to the shovel and the digging, is that I just create an openness for all of that stuff to come out.
So they don't have to do the work.
No.
Pretty much. It just comes. Yeah. Because they feel so at ease with your presence. Yeah. I love that. And then my final question for you is, what's one sentence your highest self would speak to anyone listening who is currently unraveling in their life?
The visual I'm having is a rope, and the rope is unraveling, right? Well, you could either see it as unraveling, or you can see it as an opportunity to braid.
Yeah.
And create a whole new form.
That's great.
For that element.
That's awesome. Well, Pat, thank you for reminding us that the Dash, our in-between, it's not meant to be rushed through.
Not at all.
It's necessary in order to, get to that higher perspective. And, sometimes when we feel like we're in the midst of the shit, that's where we get the, I guess, biggest insights, right?
And either, again, perspective. This is how I get to the shit, or this is how I travel to the destination. I'm on a gondola. I very much like Venice. It's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. I think every woman, before she leaves this side of the dirt, needs to have a gondola ride in Venice, even if it's with a female friend or that special someone, whatever that special partner, whoever that special partner is to you, because there is a way, there's a magic to being in a gondola and riding through the water in that particular way, right? That's an experience that you can only have in that way.
Yeah.
You could be on a cruise ship, you could be on a speedboat, both of you, all of these things, you're traveling in the water. But what's different about being in a gondola and being ridden in the most graceful, romantic, and beautiful way? Why are you jumping out of that to get into the speedboat?
Yeah.
I have pictures of me in a gondola. I enjoyed it very much.
You are just a beautiful soul. Thank you so much for coming on today.
And again, I say to you that it's my profound pleasure, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be seen and heard in this particular way. Thank you.